This is activity 611b. In this case, we have a function t to the 7th times e to the negative t. Now, let's find some shortcuts. So I hope you noticed in our last example how the pattern went. We basically had like 6 over s, and then times 5 over s, times 4 over s, 3 over s, times 2 over s, and then times 1 over s squared, which means that the Laplace transform, and that pattern would continue really for any power of t. So Laplace transform of t to the n is n factorial over s to the n plus 1. Okay, make sense? Well, then let's use that here. Okay, so I'm going to take the Laplace transform of this guy. So with this f, the Laplace, fancy L, of f of s equals the integral from 0 to infinity of e to the negative st, then times f of t, t to the 7th, e to the negative t, dt, of course. All right, let's simplify that. So that's equal to integral 0 to infinity of t to the 7th, e to the, so when you multiply, you add exponents. So then negative st minus t dt. Okay? Now, integral 0 to infinity, t to the 7th, I'm going to factor out the t. So e to the negative s minus 1 times t dt. I might even write it a different way. 0 to infinity, t to the 7th, e to the negative s plus 1 times t dt. Now, because I know this, I know that you get like this situation where you have a negative s times t, but we never do anything with the s's except keep multiplying them together. And so the fact that I just have s plus 1 means that this is going to be equal to 7 factorial over, instead of s, it's s plus 1 to the power of 8. All right, that's it. You can check that on Sage. It's correcto mundo. Okay, so you might be thinking, Dr. Johnson, how could I do that in the homework? And I would just say, if I ran into something like this. And, well, notice what we just did, okay? Notice how that the negative 1 to the t here just kind of got sucked up into the s, and then it's just a constant. It's going to be treated the same way as the s. So we could actually come up with a formula for this. So here's a formula, and there's a couple formulas in your book that are nice. Another formula then would be the Laplace transform of t to the n times e to the, what should we call this letter? A, is A unused? R, S, okay, use S or T. U, we'll use U. T to the U T equals n factorial over S minus U to the n plus 1. Okay, that concludes activity 611b.